beautiful people, and welcome to another edition of Just Trending News. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel and also hit the notification bell so you're always notified when I upload new videos. So today we're speaking about Anele Thembe, and we're speaking about the Thembe family lawyer, as there have been numerous basically publications that have come out and said that the Thembe family lawyer has released a statement to the tune of saying that aka killed Anele Thembe. So this is a story over here, and this story is about or from rather the City Press. It says rapper Kiernan aka Forbes' fiance Anele Thembe's family believe that the rapper pushed or threw her from the balcony of their hotel room at the Pepper Club Hotel in Cape Town 2 years ago. The Thembes also believe that aka did not attend to Anele, who was alive 20 minutes after she landed on the ground, but instead cleaned the hotel room which had blood and then went ahead to party with his friends after her passing. These explosive details are contained in a scathing letter which was written on behalf of the family by their lawyers, TM Incorporated, attorneys to the National Prosecuting Authority, or rather the NPA, in the Western Cape after it declined to prosecute the rapper following an investigation into Anele's death in June last year. So the article further goes on to say that the letter was written 2 weeks after the Thembe family was informed in a meeting with the NPA that they would not be prosecuting Forbes. In the letter, the lawyers tell the prosecuting authority that the Thembes did not agree with the NPA's decision not to prosecute the rapper, stating that there was ample evidence to go ahead with prosecuting him. The family argued that the decision by the NPA was based on fabricated statement made by a receptionist at the hotel. They also state that the decision was based on a fabricated statement by the rapper. Okay, so basically this is what the family is saying via a letter that was written by the lawyer, allegedly, or according to the City Press. The lawyers wrote the NPA disregarded crucial evidence which contradicted the one which was at the disposal of the investigators. Okay, so this is verbatim what the letter said, or an expert from the letter. It says, the call that Forbes made to the reception was made after Anele Thembe had already landed on the ground. The video footage that captured her fall records a time that is prior to the call that Forbes made to the reception of the hotel. The evidence in the form of the record of the call and the video footage, which are contained in the docket, were shockingly ignored. The receptionist is easily contradicted by that, okay? So the family then also goes on to state that the investigators ignored a statement by a crucial witness, Rob Stettefinato, if that's how you say his name, who stated that he heard an argument from the rapper's room between a male and a female. The family said the argument, the lady, who later turned out to be Anele Thembe, was heard desperately asking the attacker, being male, and obviously this would allude to aka, to leave her alone. Moments thereafter, this witness heard Anele Thembe drop, and then he administered CPR on her. Okay, so the lawyers state that the officials investigating the case were not aware of the statement made by this witness and reacted with shock when the family raised this in the meeting with the NPA on June 1st of last year. The family also goes on to say that there was blood found in the hotel room, which indicated that there was an assault on Anele prior to her killing. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just laughing at what I said. Sorry, that's beside the point. Anyways, so this is this is an air quotes. Okay, it says the scratch marks on Forbes' body, especially at the back, which scratch marks were defensive marks in an upward direction, indicating that Forbes was carrying Anele on his shoulders while she attempted to defend herself. The scratch marks are indicative that Forbes threw her over the balcony, and this is basically what the letter reads. Okay, so the family also indicated that investigators ignored evidence relating to how Anele landed on the ground. So this is also verbatim what the family says. The deceased landed at a distance that is consistent with the person that was being pushed. She landed approximately 5.5 meters away from the building, whereas if she had jumped on her own, she would have landed approximately 2 meters away from the building. They also indicated that there were no fingerprints and the balustrade of the balcony demonstrating her action of climbing over. I believe the balustrade of the balcony would be the railings, or the railings on the balcony. The absence of such fingerprints demonstrates the fact that she was pushed or thrown over. The family further stated that the rapper's conduct after Anele's passing was unbecoming. And this is what it says in air quotes. It says, he did not attend to his injured fiancée, who remained alive for approximately 20 minutes. He did not go to perform CPR on her. Instead, the witness, a complete stranger, cared enough to administer CPR and call emergency services in an attempt to save Anele Thembe's life. Forbes cleaned up the hotel room. There was blood on the towels. Forbes partied and drank at the hotel with his entourage following the passing of his fiancée. Okay, so basically, we all know that this letter basically comes after the NPA, this week confirmed that they had declined to prosecute Anele on the matter, and that the case was still pending as the inquest into her passing was still being investigated. And all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm just, in shock. It's just, obviously sad to see and to know all of these things and to hear all of these allegations after the passing of AKA, because at the end of the day, he's not here to defend himself. He's not here to provide his side of the story, or he's not here to be, to aid in a thorough investigation into the case, should the case be prosecuted, which the NPA has already denied prosecution of the case, or, refused to basically prosecute the case. I don't want to give out too much information on this, because I feel like, or give out too much of my opinion on this, because I feel like then it would be sort of too much of speculation, because obviously no one at this point knows the facts. All that we have are witness statements. We've got this letter that has been released from the family, from the Thembe family's lawyer, and we also have obviously interviews and statements that were made by AKA while AKA was alive. Obviously, no one can know what really happened on that day. Unless there were to be sort of like a criminal court case or criminal prosecution, which obviously, that is not going to happen at this point. But tell me what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next upload. Goodbye, lovelies.